Getting a little hot in the office here. To open the window, take my coat off, because I knew this list might not be too long, but I wanted to give everybody a grade. There's one horse. There's a new horse came to the barn called Darling Please. You're going to learn about her in the coming weeks. I won't grade her other than to say she's new, so she needs some work. So let's start with Adrenaline Rush. I'm going to tell you the pros and the cons of every horse on this list. Adrenaline Rush, lazy horse. A couple of weeks ago, I had to get into him training a little bit. But James went with him the other day. He goes, thanks for the drive on Adrenaline Rush. It's just a joke because, you got to chase him and chase him and chase him. I asked him after. I said, how was he? He said, in the third quarter, I thought he might have been the worst horse in the universe. And then all of a sudden, halfway around the last turn, he started coming 100. I said, like Seabiscuit? No, not quite the same just yet. But he was really flying on the end of the mile. And this is all third person because I didn't see Adrenaline Rush. I was way out in front. I had 4 winners yesterday on the card. 5 if you count White Tiger. So James said, no, he was actually good. He said, we just got to work on getting his attention in the middle of the mile. And the funny thing about it is, this horse isn't, he's not a sour horse. He's just lazy. You get at him, chase him, and he's got his ears up. So he's funny. So Adrenaline Rush. Let's give Adrenaline Rush a B-. A B-. Just because he's got some work to do, but James was very impressed with the way he did work yesterday. Next is Argento. Now, Argento is going to get fluoroscoped on Monday. A little hikey in the turns. Is it shoeing? Is it the track? Or is there something up with him? I'm not too concerned about it just yet, but we are going to take Argento over to the vet now, given the fact that he made a break in the open house and he made a break yesterday. I'm giving him a C. A C, because I've seen him do very good things up until this point, but we're talking about today. Next is Barbie's Crown. Barbie's Crown, I don't know what I would have given her had I not gone with her yesterday, but I'm going to tell you right now, for a horse that focused well, didn't make a break, I moved her 3 times, finished up as strong as you could finish up, and then come in blowing your head off like you should have been exhausted. I didn't see an exhausted horse on the track. I saw one in the bath rack, and that is the most important thing to me. When you're on the track, work as hard as you can. A+ for Barbie's Crown after yesterday's performance. Very, very impressed with this filly. Beef and Cheddar has been going well. Steering fluid leaking all over the track. He's wandering. He interfered with somebody in the open house day. That's why we gelded him. But there's obviously talent there. I think he still won the set. Would have been set back, of course, but won the set. So let's give Beef and Cheddar a B-. Got to work on that steering. We're going to give him a B-. I shouldn't really mark on this. Stop marking on this. Next is Braemar. Braemar is a horse with, I'm going to mark them, with OCDs in his hind ankles. Just had them taken out, but you would never know it. Pacing great, looking great, great attitude. James can't say enough about him. How can you? He's a brother to a world champion, multiple world champion, and got a great attitude, got a great gait, bred well, fast, and obviously loves his work. He had OCDs in his hind ankles, and you would never know it. I'm giving him an A+. Pretty hard not to give him an A+, wouldn't you think? A+ for Braemar. Next is Better's Hope. Now, I haven't gone with Better's Hope yet. Better's Hope's a nice colt, but he's a hanger, right? Looks around, goofs around. That's a Better's Delight thing. That's something they do. So I'm not too concerned about it. But I wish I had went with him yesterday, and then I would be able to give you a better mark. But if I had went with him, I wouldn't have been able to go with Roy Hill. I was very happy to go with Roy Hill. So Better's Hope, I'm giving a B-. He does everything right, but I need him to come forward. I'm sure he will when I sit behind him at some point in the coming month. Blue Monk has just learned. As far as his attitude, I'd give him an A+. As far as how much he's learned in such a short time, again, A+. But he's made a break. He hasn't done everything right. You know, he's got a lot to learn on the racetrack, and he's got a lot to do on the racetrack. So I'm going to give him a B- also. I'm more apt to give horses higher marks that are willing to do the work and happy to do the work than horses that are not. Brilliant Corners, trained good, little hot, little hyper. Now looks like he's got a few little fragments in one of his hocks. That has to be cleaned up. I'm giving him a C grade, because he has a lot to overcome, and now he has something physical to overcome also. Broadway roll, the fact this filly's been training as good as she is, had 2 splints and a curb, pretty impressive. That gets high marks for me. She's fast. Everybody talks about her in the barn. I wanted to go with her yesterday, but obviously we weren't going to go with her with a fresh curb crowd and 2 splints, so I did not. I'm giving her a straight up B because I haven't gone with her yet, but I suspect that grade could go higher when I do. Cambridge Star, I said to John Downey yesterday, he was going with him, I said, hey, I want this horse trained hard today because I own most of them, and I want to see how he is going. So he put Cambridge Star in gear and used him hard. He get chewed up a little bit, but he was good after, and he ate. And everything was happy with him, so it's just a matter of work. I'm giving him a B- just because I certainly can't give him an A+ or even an A just yet. He's got a lot more work to do, but he's eager to do it, and that's a big thing. B- for him. Can't Deny My Spirit was beaten yesterday. Now, I didn't see what went on with Danny. I'm giving him an A-, only because he's a freak. He's fantastically fast, but at the same time, he was 4th yesterday. 4th, and I don't know why. So, nice colt. Going to do good things for us in Ohio. Probably needs to be castrated at some point. We'll probably get that done. But for now, I'm giving him an A-. Can't Muscle Me made a break yesterday. I really need to start going with this filly. I think she's a very, very nice filly. I think she's one of our better ones. But at the same time, she keeps making breaks. I really can't keep sticking up for her. So I'm going with a B- for Can't Muscle Me. Captain's Maid was very good yesterday. Really shouldn't have been able to go as fast as she did yesterday. Danny went with her. Even made a little break in the last turn, but come right up pacing. Now, she needed a head pull on. They didn't have it on because she had worn one before, and they didn't want to get her angry on the track, which is okay. I'm fine with that. So we'll give Can't Muscle Me, or we'll give Captain's Maid also a B-, as we gave Captain's Maid and Can't Muscle Me both get a B-. Carry a Big Stick, I'm giving him a B-, but only because he hasn't quite got it. No, I'm giving him a B+. Just because his attitude has changed so much. He's been so polite on the track and understanding of what his job is. I'm going to give him a B+ because I know he'll get it. And here's the thing. The reason I change it from minus plus, the biggest reason is he might be making breaks on this track, but he'll never race on a half-mile track. This is an Indiana bred. So we'll take him over to Mohawk, and I guarantee you there'll be quite a different Carry a Big Stick show up. There's no rush because this guy is a speedball, and I don't want to go too fast with him, so we're just going to take our time with him just for now. Carry a Big Stick, B+. Cut the Line, straight up B, because she's been great from the start and won yesterday. I could have given her an A in a bit, but she got beat on open house day. She got beat the week before that. She won yesterday. I'm giving her a straight B, but I suspect that will change to an A in the near future. Darling Please, as I said, we'll get a, she's not going to get a grade because we have to start going with her. Desperado made a break yesterday. I think he's better than a C, so let's go with a B-. Desperado's been good. I saw him go the other day. I thought he looked great. James said he made a break yesterday coming into the last turn. So we're going to go with a B-. Eternity Road. Remember I told you good horses look like good horses. Keep an eye on this guy. He could be near the top of the class all year long. An easy A+ for Eternity Road. First glance, I'm going to give a straight B to because he has made a couple of breaks in the last few weeks. But yesterday, he looked a little better than a B. But can't be that easy to jump up into the A's. You got to be a good student to get to the A's. Nothing wrong with a B, and first glance is a B. Fox Valley Britska, he didn't go yesterday. I want to go very easy with him until we get his knees under control. I'm forced to give him a C-, only because physically he's got some things to overcome. Nothing he can't do, nothing that I don't expect him to do, but he has to overcome it. So he's fallen behind just a hair. We'll get him back going in the new year, I think these next 2 weeks, because the weather doesn't look the greatest. Like, you might say, oh no, Anthony, it's 0, +1, +3. That is going to destroy the track. There's a lot of ice around on the track, and there'll be a lot of water sitting on it because of all the snow on the inside. Where's the water going to go? So it's going to be messy for the next little bit, but that will be a good thing for Fox Valley Britska, but I'm still going to give him a C-. Frilly Fringes, you made a break yesterday, girl, but you look so good in the open house, I'm going to keep you with a B. This is a filly that is big, strong, and fast. Need to work with her. She doesn't like when horses go by her. When horses go by her on the right, she kind of shies away from them. So that's just something we need to work with. I told you this list was about grading the horses, but telling you their weaknesses and strengths. I'm telling you, Frilly Fringes, she won't make a break, I don't think, past the month of February. She just needs to learn to let horses go, let horses go, let horses go. She just needs to learn to work. So go out, even on jogging days, go the right way of the track with her, go buy horses, let horses go by you. We have 60 yearlings. There's no reason we shouldn't use those numbers to our advantage. So Frilly Fringes sticks with a B. Girls with Swirls was very good yesterday, but I need to see more from her. I shouldn't say that. I don't need to see more from her. I expect that she's an A-type filly, but she's not there yet. So I'm giving her a B- because I need her to go out and work well. But she looked really, really good yesterday. Very happy with Girls with Swirls. And I suspect this is another horse that'll find their way into the A category at some point. Gray is the new red. Now, Gray is the new red can fly. But she was 4th yesterday. Had she been closer, I would have given her an A-, but I'm giving her a B. Only because she's got some work to do, but eager to do it. I'm telling you, these Racing Hills, Tony Alani might be right. These horses look good, and I'm very, very happy with Gray as a new red. The reason Gray as a new red ultimately got a B is because horses like GW Chrome are getting A's. GW Chrome works his butt off, loves his work, and is now starting to understand it. I said at the open house, you got to watch him around other horses. He looks at them, and he's a little self-conscious in the turns. This is a horse that will learn to go, and I was very impressed with GW Chrome yesterday. He beat up on them. Yeah, Eternity Road was flying, but I had him shut down at that lane. What was I going to do, look over my shoulder, see 4 lengths, and just let him rock? No. I just shut him up and shut him down and let him go into the wire. And Eternity Road was coming. So was War We Welcome. So was Can't Deny My Spirit. But they did not get to GW Chrome, who got an A. Holy Chick has been good since day one. Now I haven't gone on with her since day one, literally. So Holy Chick is always in the hunt, always looks good. But I think B- is fair for her. She doesn't appear to do anything wrong. But I haven't gone with her. So it's hard for me to say, yeah, I'm not going to give GW Chrome an A and then say, yeah, so's Holy Chick. There is a berth between those two at the moment. And I think A to B+ is that berth. Italian Grit, I'm going to give him a C only because he doesn't know what he's doing yet. Does he want to do it? I suspect he does. But I'm going to give him a C because, as I said, if I'm giving Holy Chick a B-, Italian Grit isn't a Holy Chick yet. And not that he can't, but he's only been here 3.5 weeks. So he's got some more work to do. We're going to give him a C. Aglaire AM has looked fantastic since day one. Now, she has made breaks, and she hasn't beat all these other fillies and colts, so it's hard for me not to give her anything but a B at this point. She isn't in the A company yet. She just had OCDs out. She's coming. She's getting her work done. Now, oh, that's not true. She beat Eternity... I still can't change it. She beat Eternity Road Open House Day after making a break. That's how fast she is, but she has to continually bust those horses up and then go through the turns at the same speed. Although she's not going to see any half-mile racing in Pennsylvania, I would like to see her excel here at Tomiko Training Center while she's here. But an easy and a hard B right now, which will most definitely become an A at some point. For Aglaire AM, another filly in the exact same category. I'm a Lovely Lady. Every week she looks good. Every week she does good. And I was very, very happy with what I saw from her yesterday. Mark Isabel went with her, made a little break, but I think that's as much, you know, she doesn't go with anything on. From now on, she'll have polos on behind, little set of bell boots up front, and I suspect you won't see any more breaks from her. But she is a filly also that doesn't like horses going by her. There's another filly like Frilly Fringes that we have to work with in that manner. I'm Hill on Wheels. Amy McDonald went with I'm Hill on Wheels yesterday, and he did very, very good. Running in a bit, she said he needs a head pull on the right, but that's okay. I'm Hill on Wheels. B- for him. He's coming forward and doing good. He's been good, but it's pretty hard when I give a horse like Cut the Line a B to give the same notation to I'm Hill on Wheels. B- is fair for him, but he's on his way forward. Jazzy Judy. Jazzy Judy gave me a headbutt yesterday and cut my lip, and I thought she broke my jaw. She is one stubborn bugger, but she looked good yesterday. I bet you Jazzy Judy went a mile 250 yesterday, which was surprising. She looks very, very good on the track. Mark Isabel went with her. I'm giving her a C, though, because she still has a lot to learn. Nothing wrong with that. She can grow from a C. And the same horse goes for the next horse, Jesse Balboa. C for him. But these horses have only been here 3.5 weeks. He did his work great yesterday. He was a closing second to me with... What did I have? I forget who I had. But Jesse Balboa was second to me in training yesterday and looked very, very good coming to me. It probably could be a B minus, but again, I'm looking down. Girls with Swirls is a B minus, right? Holy Chick is a B minus. Jazzy Judy and Jessie Balboa aren't there yet. These C's, though, are only C's at the end of this year. So I have to be fair in my marking here. A C is the grade that they're getting today, but they get 7 months to move that forward, and I think they will. Keystone Raven, another horse, we're going to give her a B minus. She does her work well, finished up well yesterday. She needs to work. She needs to do a little bit of work, which that will come. With these Bettor's Delights, I think some of the times it's almost like managing their attitude and their stubbornness as much as their speed. Keystone Raven, very, very fast filly. James likes her, but she's going to have to get her act together, which isn't going to be a problem. It's not like she doesn't want to do her work. It's just that she's not really sure if she wants to do it the way James is asking her or the way I'm asking her. And that will change very, very soon. Just not yet. Let's Roll On. He's working his butt off, this horse, but just isn't quite there yet. We're going to take him to Mohawk, I think, a couple of starts, get some confidence, couple of training trips, get some confidence in him. He wants to do his work, but he'll get to the turn running and then immediately make a break. He's worried about forging and interfering. He's not. He just thinks he is. So it's a matter of do your work. I'll look out after you. I'll look after you. Just go out and do your work, and I think he'll be fine. Let's Roll On. I'm giving him a C+, just because he's got a fantastic attitude, a lot of power, a lot of strength. He obviously has speed. Just got to work on getting it out. Lincoln Hanover, B- for him. He's been very, very good, this horse. Very happy with what I saw from Lincoln Hanover at the open house. Now, he had some swelling in his scrotum area and had a splint cryo, so we didn't train him yesterday, but he didn't need to train yesterday. The horse has been good. So I'm certainly not concerned with Lincoln Hanover. It looks very, very good. Horse that really impressed me the last 2 weeks, Miss Meringue. Miss Meringue was really coming on. Yesterday. I thought she looked decent at the open house. James said she got spooked from the drone, and I went with her 4 days for the open house. She was very, very good. Very impressed with Miss Meringue, a horse that really has jumped from the B's to the A's only because she beat up on horses yesterday, but looked really good doing it. Mama knows best. Pretty hard not to give her an A-. This filly beat us handily yesterday and looked good, but tenacious. Fought and fought and fought. Looked like Disco was picking at her, going by the 5/8, and I thought we were just going to dust her. We moved out. I moved That's My Girl out, who really doesn't have a lot of experience. James followed me out and then came 3 wide with Miss Meringue. We were trotting on the end of it. We were not getting to Mama Knows Best. She was not letting us near her, and she was very good. A- for her. Just a really, really nice filly. Next is Momo. Momo's got to work on the turns, got to work on that razor pads on there for a reason. I'm protecting her knee because she kind of paddles it a little bit. And Momo's strong filly, very fast. I'm giving her a B- because she made a couple of breaks yesterday, but ended up a strong second place finish. Really happy with what I saw from Momo yesterday. My Jazz was a winner on open house day, but Steve didn't really get her up into it yesterday, I don't believe. I don't know if he could. I didn't ask him what the deal was. I'm giving her a B- just because I didn't get a chance to look at her yesterday. The open house was impressive, but you can't get these marks on one day. This is overall work. And a B- I think is fair for what My Jazz has done. No Free Lunch made a break yesterday. This is a guy that I'm pretty sure he is castrated. If he's not, he will be. But just goofing off on the track, throwing his head, being stupid, made a break. Once we get him dialed in, though, man, oh man, he's got a beautiful gait, and he's a beautiful horse on the track. Northern Blizzard, I'm going to give him a C also. Not really his fault. He missed yesterday's training because he was sick, but got a great gait and a decent attitude, this horse. I like this horse. I'm going to give him a C for now, but I'm almost certain that will improve. Off-Road Hanover was very good yesterday. He's getting a straight-up B. I believe Mark Isabel went with him, and he was very, very good. Horse that I thought was awesome yesterday. Perfect record. Now, he knuckled over, made a break in the last turn, but Mario went with him, and he really enjoyed going with him. He liked him. He said, this is a nice colt. And I agree. He's getting a B-. That knuckling over is just a matter of his stifle's tightening up. Blister stifles up a little bit throughout the winter, and a little work, and you'll see what will come in June. But Perfect Record does his work very well. Nice colt to deal with and looked great yesterday. Rideau Sunshine, Roy Hill put it on a couple of them. He's not really ready to go with Roy Hill just yet. Another horse that wears flip-flops. I'm going to give him a C. But that's not his fault. He was on a snowy track with flip-flops yesterday. The fact that he didn't make a break, didn't put a step in, and did his work well was impressive. Now, after me saying that, I almost want to give him a B-. But, again, I'm looking at the B- horses. Momo, Lincoln Hanover, Keystone Raven. Rito Sunshine's close. He's just not there yet. So he's staying with a C. Rose Run Wanda made my top 10 list. Rose Run Wanda made my list of horses we need to work with. But her attitude, of late anyway, is going to keep her at C right now. She needs to lose the stubbornness. And I think we chipped away at it yesterday. The fact she finished up so strong was impressive, but I need her to do more, and we'll see if she can do that in the coming weeks. But for now, we're going to throw a little C at her. A horse that I was sure would have been a C, but we have to give a B- to. Rose Run Why Not looked great yesterday. This is a filly that has been coming on the last 2 weeks, looked decent in the open house, but looked measurably better yesterday training at Tamiko Training Center. Round Midnight, this guy made my list of horses we got to work with. No, he didn't, but he's on it. This guy had a terrible attitude at the open house. I'm giving him a D right now, and he's the only D so far, and the reason being, he's dumb. No, the reason being, he's got a bad attitude, and his work ethic isn't there yet. Now, we castrated him. There's been other horses historically in the past, as I always bring up, Sunshine's Finest, that have been along the same lines. But it's up to them to excel afterwards. He deserves a D today. What he does after today will be up to him, but I expect him to grow. But for today, when I look at horses that even got C- or C's, they're quite a bit ahead of Round Midnight. So although we love his sister, Capistrano, this guy's got some work to do, and I expect him to do it in the coming weeks. Royal Tyrone, I got to give him a C-. Only because he was just castrated. He wanders around. He doesn't know enough yet. So mentally, he's not there yet. Physically, he's not there yet. He's pretty sure he wants to do his work, but he needs to do a better job at it. So for today, I'm giving him a C-. We're going to throw out one more A+ right here. Roy Hill. My God almighty, can this thing ever pace? I don't need to go on about Roy Hill. You're going to find out about Roy Hill soon enough. He made a break at the open house. I can see when he's switching gears, he gets a little rolly. Hobbles are a little long, but we're going to leave them out there. So I'm not even going to count the breaks he made before or the rolliness, but what I am going to take a look at is continue to remember what he did when I put him in gear in the last turn at Tamiko yesterday. Roy Hill's an A+ horse, and you're going to see that for yourself very, very soon. Set the Mood. Does everything right. She's coming on. He's going through a real growth spurt right now, this horse. Needs to do more. Like if you're giving an A+ to Roy Hill, you're giving a B- to Keystone Raven, then Set the Mood's a C. That's only fair. He can grow from there, but I'm going to give him a C right now. Now, the next horse, So Admirable, got to give her a B+. So Admirable is a filly. She won the set. I guess we could give her an A-, but I'm going to leave her at B+ right now. Give her something to look forward to. So Admirable was good yesterday. Fantastic at the open house. This is a filly I keep telling everybody, keep your eyes on this filly. Her and Roy Hill have tons of shares left. I'm not sure why. Maybe Santa will buy some of them here in the next few days. But So Admirable was very good yesterday. Cirrus Blue Chip, got to castrate this guy. He doesn't pay attention to anything. Just green and stupid and still a stud, so we can fix that part. We're going to give him a little bit of a C. You can clearly see he has talent and he's fast, but we got to get it out of him, and I think that'll happen when Santa brings a scalpel at Christmas and Cirrus Blue Chip becomes a G for gelding. Stacy Hanover, I'm giving her a hard B. This is a filly I really, really, really like, but it would be unfair to give her an A+ when I'm just looking, or an A- even. Can't Deny My Spirit. She's not quite to him yet, right? GW Chrome, no, she's not quite there yet. This is a filly we bought in Harrisburg. These horses were bought in Ohio. So Stacy Hanover's a B, almost a guarantee to get way higher than B real soon. I'm just seeing what I'm going to give this filly. I got to give her a C. Sunshine in May. The only reason she's getting a C is because she hasn't beaten any B- horses yet. But make no mistake, this is a filly that's got the right attitude, great work ethic, great attitude. She's fast. Where that speed will take her, that'll be up to her. But that would be... No, I'm making a change. I'm making her a B-. I can't give this filly a C. She just works too hard. B- for Sunshine in May. Surreal Love. I give him a C. He looked good in the open house. We just crowd a curb. I can almost guarantee you he's going to make his way up the list also. But for now, C is fair. And I guess it is fair. Sunshine in May does look a little better just right now. So C and then B minus for her is fair. Sweet Ambitions, B plus. She looked great yesterday and has looked great since the open house. A few little equipment changes, a few little shoeing changes. Very impressed with what I see from Sweet Ambitions. Tanzanite Tricks looked good again yesterday, but she hasn't beat a B minus yet, so that makes her a C. Tanzanite Tricks looked good again yesterday. Works hard. We get the hobbles on her. She's doing her work well. Very interested to see where this filly's going to go in the very near future. Now, this is the only filly I'm going to give an A minus to that has very little work. And that's my girl. This filly just looks super impressive, super talented on the track. I put her in a position to make 2 or 3 breaks yesterday. I put her in the position just to see what she'd do. Never offered to make one. So that's my girl. A filly that has learned so much in the last 2 weeks. It would be hard for me not to give her an A minus. She was beaten yesterday by Mama Knows Best. What did we give Mama Knows Best? Mama. A minus. I give her the same rating. So that says how much I think of that's my girl. Fat Cobra. He's working. He's sound. He's doing his work. He's not running in. He's not running out. He's not hitting himself. But he's not doing enough just yet. He had flip-flops on yesterday or razor pads on a snowy track. I'll give him a pass, but at the same time, got to give him a C. It's only fair. Same goes for Tipsy and Dixie. Looked good yesterday. Looked much better this week. Still got to get her work together on a regular basis, but lots of speed sitting in this filly. Going to give her a C right now. I've given out 2 Ds. 2 Ds in the entire day, I believe. This one goes to try to tease me, much like Round Midnight. Terrible attitude right now, this filly. Trained good yesterday, but as I said, I want to see what they do when they get tired. She was not very good to look at when she got tired. Just kind of called it off, didn't really care. We've had some okay horses that acted similar. Even Compass Rose DC acted similar throughout the winter last year. But this filly here needs to do a lot more before we start talking about her in the same light as Compass Rose DC. Try to tease me. Nice gait, nice filly. Just needs a better attitude. She deserves a D, and that's what she got today. Walk on the Moon was great yesterday and continues to be good. This is a colt that now is starting to put lots of weight on. He was really skinny the last little while, but he's starting to put the weight on and looks very, very good. Walk on the Moon, easily a B+. Very happy with what I've seen from him. Warwee was up. Now, Was Up's a little lazy, but he looked decent at the open house. He's still got a lot of work to do. I'm not near going to call him a D, but I am going to call him a C-. He needs to do his work better and put his thinking cap on when he's on the track. But as I said to Margot, he's not sour. He's just lazy. So we can work with lazy, and we will work with lazy. We'll get Warwee Was Up on track soon enough. Warwee Welcome, easily an A+. Call a spade a spade. This filly can fly. She does everything right. Really, really quick on the track. And just a nice filly to be around, and certainly a treat to have. So Warwee Welcome, really impressed with her. She's an A+. Well and down, super fast. You guys could see that. Just a goof on the track. Just having fun. Just too much fun. So as we chip away at that and polish her up, I think what we'll be left with is a very good filly. But for now, we're going to give her a B-. And my girl, you can call it, you can say that there's some bias there, but won my heart, Hanover. Filly Weeder curb crowd. She had that curb for the last 2 months and still impressed me the way she did. Easily an A+. This is a worker. This will be a racehorse. Won my heart, Hanover, an A+. So for the A pluses, we have Barbie's Crown, easy A+. Braemar, easy A+. Eternity Road, again, these are all easy A+. A-, A-. Warwee Welcome A+, and Won My Heart Hanover. So I guess the top 5 horses in my mind right now at the stable.ca. Barbie's Crown. Look at this guy. Barbie's Crown is 1. Eternity Road is 2. Braemar 3. Warwee Welcome and Won My Heart Hanover from what I can see. But there is a number of horses nipping at their heels, so to speak. You look at the A-. We have Can't Deny My Spirit. A-, Can't Deny My Spirit. GW Chrome. Mama Knows Best. Oh, Roy Hill was an A+ also. I apologize. 6 A+. Mama Knows Best is an A-. That's My Girl's an A-. So we have 6 A pluses, 6 A minuses, 6 A's. And I'm being pretty fair, I think. Just a great group of yearlings for this year. I don't, as I said, I'm not going to be the guy that says, oh, we have better ones than we had last year. We get some good horses right now. And I'm really happy and impressed to have them. I'll be back in a minute. We still got the 2-year-olds to talk about. We still got all the racehorse barns to talk about. Be back in just a minute.